There are two types of twilight, one that rises from dawn and one that falls to dusk. When I was younger, I thought life would be a straight path. I thought if you keep your head down and do what you're told, that everything else would fall into place. Maybe that's true for some people, but not for my story. For me, life isn't like that. Life can be confusing, unpredictable, and scary. They say forgiveness is an act of love, and that is something you can only give to yourself. It's a blessing, honestly, to get to a place of understanding and clarity, but not everyone gets there. In my restless dreams, I see that town.
Silent Hill? You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did.
What's going on, everyone? It's Enzo and Real, and welcome back to another episode of an appreciation video, where I take the time to look at the favorite parts of the games I love. Today we're going to be talking about Silent Hill 2 Remake. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a casual gamer with a passion for storytelling and video games. I like to share my personal experience with games and diving into the elements that bring the game to life. Silent Hill 2 is considered one of the greatest psychological horror games ever made. It's not just a video game, it's a personal journey, a story about love, guilt, and facing the truth, no matter how terrifying it may be. Fair warning, Silent Hill 2 is not for the faint of heart. This game touches on some pretty heavy subject matter, such as domestic violence, suicide, sexual abuse, and many more heavy subjects. In fact, this game is so heavy that it even gives you a trigger warning before you start playing it. But don't worry, in this video I'll be giving you a light introduction into the game and highlighting the art design. I'll be saving the gameplay, character, and story highlights for another video. So if you're feeling brave, then let's hop right into it.
It all started when I was born.
Silent Hill 2 originally launched in 2001 on the PlayStation 2, back when the scariest thing in my life was Jeepers Creepers. It was developed by Team Silent and published by Konami, and it quickly became a survival horror classic. Fast forward to 2024, and the remake by Bloober Team and Konami modernizes its gameplay and breathes new life into the town of Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2's narrative is crafted perfectly for newcomers, and this game is a great entry point for those curious about the Silent Hill universe.
That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
I'll admit it, I came to this game a little late. I only played the original Silent Hill 2 a couple years ago, so I don't have that nostalgic connection most fans do. But without that, it's easy to see why it's so well regarded. When it comes to one of the best survival horror games, Silent Hill and Resident Evil always come up in the same breath, so I knew how to see what all the fuss was about. It was almost like the game itself was calling to me, because clearly I don't have enough emotional trauma in my life. What drew me in? Well, it's hard to say exactly. The Silent Hill games have been on my radar for years. I'd always heard people call Silent Hill 2 a masterpiece, and in a strange way, I find that I'm able to connect with stories like these.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
I dunno. What's a big dum-dum like you doing here anyway?
Hey, that's not very nice. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
The way I see it, everyone lives their own life like a movie, and we're all the main characters of our own stories. Sometimes the genre of your life can be an action movie, or if you're lucky enough, maybe even a rom-com. It seems like for me, my recurring genre is a cross between a horror movie and a comedy, basically like one of those scary movies. And since most people don't like scary movies, well, that probably explains why I can't keep a date.
A brutal killing spree that left one teen dead. That's it. 2 teens dead.
Silent Hill 2 follows the story of James Sunderland, who mysteriously receives a letter from his dead wife. She claims that she is at their special place in a town called Silent Hill. Now, most people who would get a letter from their dead spouse would probably call a priest, or maybe a ghostbuster. But not James, no. He decides to pack his bags and takes a trip to what is clearly a giant red flag of a destination. Driven by hope and despair, James sets out on a journey to go find his wife, despite how dangerous the road ahead appears.
And it's not just the fog either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
The art design in Silent Hill 2 was hauntingly beautiful and drenched in symbolism. The town of Silent Hill feels alive, yet it's abandoned. It's almost like a memory you buried, but you just can't quite forget. Silent Hill's environments aren't just backdrops. You can see that the decaying walls and rundown buildings are mirrors into James's mind. Locations like the Lakeview Hotel or Brookhaven Hospital feel less like real places and more like fragments of a nightmare. As the game progresses, the town transforms, pulling you into a place called the Otherworld. It's as if Silent Hill itself is peeling back the layers of his mind, forcing him to confront the truths that he's tried to bury. Silent Hill's monsters also caught my attention. They aren't just some scary-looking creatures just to look scary. Each monster reflects James's guilt, desires, and fears. Pyramid Head, for example, is more than just an iconic horror figure. It's a manifestation of James's need for punishment. If you pay close attention, you can also see that some of the other monsters symbolize other things, but it's left up to viewer interpretation. The town of Silent Hill is a masterpiece of environmental storytelling. Every corner, every monster, and every piece of the decaying walls tells a story. Who would have thought a trash can could be so relatable? However, at least a trash can has more purpose than I do.
Hey. Bitch, you better be joking. Are you okay, Kat?
No! Yes! Fuck it! I am in love with Nate Jacobs and he is in love with me and you know you fucking give me that look, Maddie, because I didn't fuck your boyfriend.
Silent Hill's fog and dark hallways are more than just a technical workaround. They're great tools for isolation and suspense.
Oh shit. Oh! What the fuck?
The town itself isn't just a location, it's an entity, constantly shifting and evolving to match the psyche of its inhabitants. There's something uniquely unsettling about the way the town feels like it's watching you.
Hello?
Let's talk about Akira Yamaoka, the composer behind Silent Hill 2's soundtrack. His music isn't just background noise. Every track tells a story and enhances the atmosphere of the game.
And how do you know about Mary?
I just do. What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No. I won't. Please, just... I need to know.
Tracks like Laura Plays the Piano strike a mix of hope and devastation. It's one of my favorites from the soundtrack.
She said it in her letter.
Wait. So there really is a letter?
Oh. Yeah. Wanna read it? Just don't tell Rachel, okay?
Yamaoka's soundtrack evokes every emotion imaginable, hope, despair, and everything in between. Meanwhile, the soundtrack of my life is the Blame My Ex album by The Beaches. The sound design in Silent Hill 2 isn't just there to creep you out. The industrial sounds, somber melodies, and the eerie silences all work together to pull you deeper into this world.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That scared the fuck out of me.
There are two types of twilight, one that rises from dawn and one that falls to dusk. In a world full of black and white, what does it mean to be morally gray? Life isn't always as simple as night and day. Sometimes life is in between, and sometimes mistakes are made. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is the one who got betrayed.
You see it too? For me, it's always like this.
Silent Hill 2 asks questions we're often too afraid to confront. Can we forgive ourselves for the choices we made? How long can we keep running until our past comes back to haunt us? In sickness and in health, does love truly exist? A man sets out to find his wife in a town full of monsters. Wouldn't this make our protagonist a noble person? Is James the hero of his story? How do you survive in a town that's watching your every move? What is Silent Hill? What does it want with us? That's it for today, you guys. We'll have to end the video here, but trust me, we're just scratching the surface of Silent Hill 2. Next time, we'll dive deeper into the world of Silent Hill, exploring its gameplay and unraveling its mysteries.
Oh! We dancing. Oh, we dancing. Oh, we dancing.
Once again, I'm Enzo and Real. If you guys like the video, then you already know what to do, and I'll see you guys next time.
Oh shit! Let's get the fuck out of me. Shit. I literally